Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Hoping you're doing fine like I am here. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, this is my favorite season, so you might feel some hype in me, but don't worry, don't worry. Yup, hoping you guys have been fine. I hope you guys are feeling good like I am. In this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys video editing tips that I feel are very useful, that I have tried since I was a beginner up to now. I don't know if I'm still a beginner, but I feel like I have a lot of wisdom to tell you guys. So I'll be speaking out of my experience. In these times that you're living, you cannot survive without some of these skills, because social media has become everything. It's not necessarily for you to know this skill for for using YouTube, because not everyone is a YouTuber, but it's very important because you might need them when it comes to advertising your job online or just using social media. And remember, you guys, social media pays, but definitely quality is everything. It pays for quality. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this video, and please make sure you like it. Now, the first thing before you can even do anything is to choose the right software or the right app. So if you're using your phone, you might need a video editing app, and if you're using your computer, you might need a software. All these are very easy to use, but first, I always advise, if you're a beginner like me, just look for those free softwares and free apps, which are so many. You might find some charging you to use them. I don't advise you to get charged right now, unless you're a pro or unless you do this for business, as a business, But right now, the best softwares to use are those that are free. For me, I usually edit my YouTube videos with InShot, but I use the free version. We have the free version and the version that is paid. Of course, by paying, you unlock so many features which are quite good, but as long as you're a beginner, I don't think all those are necessary. Just use the free things that are given first of all, so that you can teach yourself. The video editing apps that I really love, besides InShot, we have CapCut. I love using CapCut. It has many effects. I also use Filmora Go, the free version. It also has so many good effects that you can try. For softwares, I'm not really a fan of using my computer to edit, but if you want to use your computer to edit, we have free softwares which are available. For example, DaVinci Resolve. We also have Windows Video Editor, and we have iMovie for those who are using Apple or iMac. Yep. So those are free video editing apps and softwares that you can use. The next thing, when it comes to video editing, you need to have a plan. In every video that you edit, make sure people can tell this is the intro, this is the main content, and this is the conclusion or the summary. Now, how do you do that? You do that by having effects. And these are the effects now that I'm going to tell you in this video. Now, you need to learn the basics of edits. For example, you need to know how to trim a video, how to cut out a segment that you don't want, because definitely during filming you might find parts are included in your video and you need to cut them off. They're unnecessary. You don't want your video to be so long and the audience might get bored, especially places where there is nothing in particular or in accordance to your video title. So you need to know how to trim out, how to cut. You need to use that feature. Get used to using it. Use it. Cut the video. Trim out all those segments that are not necessary. Don't bring to us videos which have maybe places you've only filmed the sky and yet the video is not about the sky, or places you are talking, disruptive places. Make use of that video editing tool. That is the trimming, the cutting, the splitting, all those. And then know how to transition the videos. So after you trim out a segment or you cut out a segment, you have to know how to show the next episode. Or maybe if you are in the kitchen, now you're in the sitting room, you need to have effects. Let me show you an effect. I'll do it on my video. You see that effect that I'm doing? That's a transition. That is, if you're doing videos showing different things, different parts, don't just merge videos anyhowly. Use transitions to merge the videos. You can use anything to show that we are moving away from this part, now we are in this part, like that, like that, like that. It's called transitions, and in other video editors it's called animation. Now another tip is to focus on good quality. There are so many tools, or I don't know how to call them. They are available to make sure you have good quality. For example, if the audio in your video was not clear, always add the volume. You can double the volume, make it times 2. Of course, times 3 now will be noise. If there is background noise, make sure you remove background noise from the video. That is what we call quality. And also for lighting, you might find the video has some parts which are clear. Make sure you add light to that video. We always use the effects. In some video editors, they call them filters. Make sure you don't mess with these filters. Only use the bright filter. If you're coming, maybe for example on YouTube, you can't use the blue filters, pink filters. Those filters will look dark. Just use the bright filter to add light, and don't add so much light that we can't even see you or see what you're filming. Just add a little bit of filter to bring a little bit of light and not excess. We don't want excess. And also sometimes it might be necessary for you to use music. When you're using background music, just use background music that is free to use, that is royalty free, because you don't want to get copyrights in the future. You might use it now and not get copyrighted, but then in the future you find yourself getting copyrighted. So whenever you're using videos, you're using even videos or music that does not belong to you, make sure you use the ones which are royalty free, copyright free, and free to use. Also be very, very careful, because once you're stricken on YouTube, for example, it will be so hard to come back. If YouTube realizes you've stolen content, it will not compromise. It will not be there to understand that you did that unknowingly. So make sure you don't get copyrighted. You don't want to be banned out of YouTube. It's a good place to be. Oh, another tip that I should tell you guys is to make sure whenever you do some work on editing, save. I'll never ever ever get to insist on this, because you might lose all your data or all your edits, and it is so hard. I know you guys know it is so hard to edit. Imagine editing an even 15 minutes long video and then you don't save. Hey, it is so terrible. So make sure as you progress, you save. Ukipata umeita umekuwa distracted as you are editing, save. You don't want to get stressed. You don't want editing to be a hassle to you. Editing is usually so fun, especially if you get used to those editing tools. But before that, I will also advise you to make sure you stick to one editing app or one editing software, because that's how you get to read it and to learn it. Once you learn how to use one, that's it for you. Like, you're done. You now know how to edit. Because right now, I can use any video editing app, any video editing software, because I already know all the basics of editing. I've always used one video editing app for all this time. For all the time I've been on YouTube. So stick to one that you find good, of which most of them are the same. So you can just choose one on Play Store and stick to it. Once you get used to it, just know you can now use any video editing tool that you'll be given. Also, I always insist on using titles wisely and text. Make sure when you give us a text, it is clear, because it's usually so stressing to watch a video that has subtitles, maybe down or anywhere, yet they are not visible or something. You just make sure that the color that you're using will contrast with the background. Like right now, I cannot choose a color like gray on my video, because my background is already gray, and I don't want to have a color that is going to confuse my audience or make people not to be able to read. So you don't want to make us lose our eyes. Make sure as you use text, you use a contrasting color, so that they can have, that's why you guys see me using black and white mostly, because it's usually going in with so many other colors. But it's good to experiment with different colors, because it makes your video look exciting, entertaining, and all that, eye-catching. Yeah, so I feel like those are my tips on how to use video editing. If you guys have any question, just comment down below, ask me. I'm going to reply to you all your questions. I really love responding to you guys. And in case you have any challenge editing, all that, if you need a whole lesson on how to do it, you can DM me also on Instagram, talk to me directly. I'll definitely try to help whenever I can. I love helping people who are using social media, because you never know, social media has a lot of money. Recently Facebook has started paying creators. You don't want to be left out. It's so easy, especially on Facebook, to make money, because there you have friends. You know, on YouTube it's not really promising. But if you guys feel you have any challenge, feel free, DM me on Instagram, comment down below, talk to me. I'll definitely be at your service. Yep, that's it for today, guys. I hope you've liked this video. Please be liking my videos whenever you watch them. It really helps, by the way. It really does. That's why I always keep on telling you guys, please like, so that other people can be able to reach to get to see the videos. And yep, that's it for today, guys. Hoping you've enjoyed, and I'm hoping I'll see you in the next video. Until then, check out my other videos down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.